on Mason Mount when I joined again by Shabana and Shaban.
Yeah, good morning. And maybe his dad was being a little bit modest, but he had so much to do with Mason Mount growing up as a youngster in the Times. Mount reaping benefit of drill in Dad's garage. It was in a Hampshire garage about 12 years ago, only 12 years ago, where Mason Mount's marvellous goal against Porto on Wednesday night was for him. Back then, a 10-year-old Mount was beginning to develop through the Chelsea Academy, but he had one wrong thing happening for him. His dad really wanted to work on both feet. His biggest weakness was the ability from his left foot. Yeah, so he made
important. I tell all youngsters now, if you want to try and be a good footballer, you've got to try and kick with both feet, because so many kids can't kick with both feet, and it gives you so much more awareness. You can always play on the half turn when you can kick with both feet. And there's so many, benefits if you can.
But you don't need someone alongside you. As a kid, I used to go up and a bit of chalk a line on the wall.
We used to have
right
a wall,
foot, left foot, try and hit the line, maybe 3 feet high or 2.5 foot high.
So there's loads of little drills you can do. It's just
repetition.
Mason's dad made him play football tennis with him, so he would put one red sock on and one yellow sock on, and he would make sure he only used the red sock, so he could not ever kick from the yellow sock. It had to be that foot. Practice his left foot. And in the end, it got better, but for a long time Mason found it very awkward. He was uncomfortable. He would get really upset by it, as if it was never going to happen for him. And this drill continued for years and was gradually introduced to matches, as Tony suggested that Mount only used his left foot.
I'll give you a classic example, Shaban and Ray obviously knows what I'm talking about. The other night, PSG against Bayern. The times that Sané on the right hand side, ex-City winger, got the ball, and I would say 18 out of 20 times would always come back inside from the touchline onto his left foot. And I'm like, mix it up.
Yeah.
Go to come inside and go down the right and go outside on your right foot and get the full-back thinking. But he predominantly loves coming on his left. If you could just change it a wee bit and get half a dozen on that right foot, then you've got the full-back thinking all the time.
One thing about Mason Mount as well, we had Frank Lampard. And if you look at Frank's journey as being a footballer, how hard did he work as a young player? Harry Redknapp's already told us he was on that training field, West Ham, practising scoring goals. It weren't luck that he scored 20 goals a season. Yeah. It's because he's practised and he knows exactly when to make the runs, and he makes when to finish the ball when he's in front of goal, clinical. And I think Mason Mount would have probably learnt a lot of Frank Lampard as well.